Well, a special guest visits the world-class sports indoor baseball facility in Pittsburg, Kansas this evening. Young baseball players get a chance to receive lessons from current Baltimore Orioles catcher James McCann. McCann is actually here on a hunting trip. Both he and one of his good friends, Zach Cox, who you might remember are both former Arkansas baseball players, they decided to stop by and provide hitting and catching lessons to youth baseball players in the southeast Kansas area. McCann says he wants to pass on information to young players and use his platform to give back to the youth.
Yeah, so my friend Zach and I, we've been down here hunting, and he does lessons for back home where he lives in Arkansas, and he has a relationship with a few people here, and just getting to come here and share a little bit of knowledge with kids. I would have given anything to have that as a young kid. So I do think it's part of my duty to use my platform to give back to the youth and just spread that knowledge.
Well, in case you didn't see it, the Kansas State Wildcats celebrated their 28-19 win over NC State at the Pop-Tarts Bowl, and the mascot himself was edible. Yes, strawberry Pop-Tart lowered into the toaster oven and came out as a treat for the K-State football players who got to feast on him after the game. How about that? Well, there's more than one way to celebrate a bowl victory, but that is the first time I've seen something like that.
The first time I've seen something like that, and I feel like it's such an innovative and creative way
Right.
to include it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see if they do it next year.
We'll see if they do it next year, but also another team celebrating bowl victory tonight, the Missouri Tigers. I mean, a lot of people didn't know, if it was Ohio State, were they going to be the team that really tries in this game? Lots of transfer portal stuff going on, but Mizzou looks like they're going to get the job done.
Yeah, they were able to turn it around. Who would have guessed? All right, thanks, Brock. Well, that's a look at sports. We're back with more news right after this.
Seton Hall tops Old Mizzou 93-87. Lamar Bates had 22 points for the Tigers in this one. So the Chiefs, well, they're back on track. And next game for the Chiefs, Monday, Christmas Day against the Raiders.
That'll be a good one. I'm excited.
I'm excited for it too. Not too often you get those Christmas Day games. So I'm assuming a lot of people are going to open their presents and say, oh my gosh, I remember the Chiefs game. So
they can wear their jerseys that they get under the tree.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Brock. We'll be right back with more news after this.
Well, we go from football to basketball now as the Pitt State men's basketball team is wrapping up their season opening tournament this afternoon in Kansas City. Pittsburgh State on a neutral court in Kansas City, facing off against the Sioux Falls Cougars for the Central Region Tip-Off Challenge. In the first half, the freshman from Memphis, Jordan Fryson, knocks down the three to give Pitt State a 5-point lead. Remember that name. Later in the half, Fryson takes this one to the rim, finishes with the left hand. Nice move there. Only his second game as a Gorilla, finished the game with a team-high 22 points. Later in the first half, it's going to be Jordan Fryson again. He will drive this one to the lane, but this time kicks out to Pittsburgh's very own Deshaun English for three. Splash. Gorillas up by 16 at that point. Pitt State would lead by 17 points going into halftime. So in the second half, Pitt State leads by 9, but Jake Kettner of Sioux Falls knocks down the three. Now only a 6-point Gorilla lead. Wait a minute, we still got a ball game here. With just over 2 minutes left to play in the game, Pitt State leads by 3, and Sean Warrior drives in the paint. It's now only a 1-point game. Next Gorilla possession, leading by only 1 point, Deshaun English. What a move. Pitt State now leads by 3 again. 2 seconds remain in the game. Gorillas up by 1 point. Shot at the buzzers, no good for Sioux Falls. That would have been the game winner. Gorillas hang on for dear life. Pitt State wins 67-66 for their first win of the season.
Let's go! Let's go!
6,944 days. It was said best by Chiefs radio play-by-play broadcaster Mitch Holtis. But that's the last time an NFL city hosted a World Championship parade in back-to-back years. Once again, Chiefs Kingdom celebrates another year on the highest summit in football.
It did a huge thing for the city. It brought the city together in a whole different way. It just made, I guess, the bond stronger between everyone. It's like this, for example, bringing everyone out to this event.
Just the atmosphere of the city and how we come together, and for it to be over Super Bowls. I mean, I'm 48 and I never thought that this would ever happen in my lifetime. So to be able to see 3 is unreal.
3 Super Bowl titles in 5 years, 4 World Championships in total, and high fives from number 15 on a regular basis. The question now is, what more is there to accomplish?
They're determined enough to do whatever they set their mind to. They're already talking about three-peat, so let's do it.
Honestly, just keep winning. I mean, I just feel like with our team we have right now, it's really special.
The only thing left on the books is a three-peat. I mean, we can try to catch Brady's numbers all we want, but I think a three-peat would mean a lot more than just getting the same amount of Super Bowls as Brady.
In Kansas City, Brock Baldridge, KOAM Sports. Well, one of the best local high school softball players in the 4 states announces that she has made her college commitment to play at the next level. The 2023 COC Softball Player of the Year is headed to the MIAA. Carly Kennard of Neosho announced earlier this week that she plans to take her softball talents to Central Oklahoma following her high school career. Kennard comes off her junior season where she was named COC Player of the Year. One of the big reasons Carly picked UCO was the hopes to one day compete and win for a national championship.
It excites me that it's a new town. I've always lived in Neosho, so I wanted to go explore somewhere new, and it's a very nice town from everything that I've heard, and it's very pretty. My main thing about UCO was the coaches. I connected with them very easily, and we've been talking for a long time, and we just had a very good connection, and then are their top tier D2 team, and I'm excited to get there and go win some national championships with them.